I'm currently walking. Starting to run out of steam a little bit. I think a lot of it's from not knowing where I'm going or what I'm doing half the time. Yeah. I've been hanging in there for 20 years. Went to my doctor and sat down with the doctor. He said, "You're dying." I said, "Oh, aren't we all?" Doctor basically said, "Yeah, you're doing all right. You're doing pretty good, considering I had the meningitis, and that my body reacts to the medication good that I have to take for the rest of my life." But it's been 20 years. And I have to admit, living with the cognitive effects of meningitis after 20 years is just exhausting. Because it's not like your everyday Joe Blow that gets a cup of coffee and just runs out the door. This is a whole different animal. You ever talk to like old people, a lot of them say, alcohol? No. That's all replaced by medications to keep them alive. And it's very true, actually. I've haven't had any alcohol in like 20 years. But then when I did have alcohol, I think I tried it maybe 10 years ago. Like alcohol in the sense where you sit down and pound like a 12-pack in one sitting. I used to be able to do that. Now I can't do it. But then I'm going to be 62 in a week. Not sure what he's doing here. But I'll be 62 years old in a week and a half, I think. I don't know. I don't count anymore. There's only got one person to celebrate with. Everybody else give a rat's ass. And I've been out here for 20 years, so still just kind of floating around. Fishing's not too great right now. Some places it is, but not like almost not to the point where you'd want to even bother. I might go today, a couple of hours, maybe a few hours. But yeah, my Chevy Equinox. I've had this thing for about 6 years now. Nice car, runs good, less filling, beautiful car. You have a lot of these kind of cars rolling around, kind of beat up and stuff, like my Chevy Tracker. But reality is, if it gets you from point A to point B, that's good enough. And I'm getting to the point where my body's saying, I don't want to go anywhere. It's kind of ironic to work your whole life and then finally get to the point kind of crapped out the other side, get a nice car and all this other stuff, and you're too tired to play around with them. But going back to the doctor, I don't know why I'm making this video. Probably because I'm exercising. Trying to exercise, trying to walk. Doctor basically said, doing good. And I mean, what else can they tell you? They can't really say much they could do. Just great to hang in there. Can't fix you. Can't just wave the old magic wand. So I just keep looking on the ground for a lottery ticket, and maybe I'll get lucky. It's a beautiful view here. Nice, got some nice, whatever these are. Look like, don't see any fish in there, but certainly got a lot of little beautiful trees and other nice knickknacks in there. Knickknacks, that's an old word. That's a boomer word. Hey, you got any freaking knickknacks over here. Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Hey. That's another thing I've realized. I have a beef with all you people that hate boomers. You know, we're just freaking people. We're not like this big freaking demons and shit. Well, some of these, how you can tell it's just kids on there talking about it on YouTube and stuff, but you know, give the old farts a break. A lot of us kind of struggled in life, you know. I watched this guy saying everything. Boomers had it so easy, and you know, they ruined it for us, all this other crap. It's like, well, I don't know about that, because we could blame our parents for all our screw-ups in life. And I mean, if it weren't for the Marine Corps, I'd have probably been selling drugs anyway, because I've realized over the years that you're only going to get as much as you put out. And when you put out, your years are about 20 to 50, where you're worth anything. After that, you know, you're done. So to slam on the boomers, there's plenty of boomers that are homeless right now. You know, got no place to live, just exhausted. You know, so just because you got, like, you know, good dental work and parents house you and stuff doesn't mean you should be slamming other people, you know. You don't know what their situation is. Anyway. Yeah, the boomers are actually, well, every day, every minute, we're getting older. Pretty soon, we'll be in the ground, looking up, going, looking like old friggin', who's that crazy evangelist? Billy Graham, maybe? Was it Billy Graham? I don't know, the guy with the crazy eyes, because I love having lots of stuff. If they want to pay me to have stuff, then that's fine. I think it's just fine. I think it's Billy Graham that does that. He's got all kinds of planes and jets and planes and automobiles and stuff that people give to him, I guess, you know. But, well, hey, the devil knows your wrongdoings, you know. So I've done a lot of wrongdoings in my life, a lot of shenanigans. No huge shenanigans, but definitely shenanigans, as we call it. Hey, freaking shenanigans. You got them shenanigans going on. Try to learn your lessons from it, but it's hard. Don't eat candy. Don't eat lousy food. Don't burn your bridges. Don't eat after a certain time. Brush your teeth every day. All that stuff. It all adds up in the end. There's another one. Don't smoke. Don't smoke, don't drink, don't do nothing. Yeah, that's another one. So I guess that's it for this video. I don't really have anything else to say. Just another day of looking up at the sun. I got the bugs coming out. All kinds of little buggies coming out nowadays. The beautiful little horse flies. Got the biting flies coming out. All that stuff that makes your life miserable. Mosquitoes coming. Horse flies. Deer flies. Snakes. Got the water moccasins coming out soon. They'll be playing at the amphitheater near you. Other than that, that's about it. I don't really have anything else to talk about. Still walking around this crazy park. Kind of creeping around it, even though I'm not really creeping. I'm just walking around. I have nowhere else to be. That is the life of being retired. Kind of go wherever you want to go. Yeah. My Chevy Tracker was overheating or something going on. Got the oil coming out of it. I'm gonna have to get that fixed eventually, but I'm not too worried about it right now. The car ain't going nowhere. It's an old Chevy Tracker. 20 years old, 22 years old. And definitely getting a little hot. Ooh. This is what happens when you get old. You turn totally gray. Crazy. You know. Now I realize that. Hey! Something I realize is that my family is all dead. Every one of them, except my brother. All dead. dead. Sometimes I feel kind of sorry for them because they died. But then I realized, not really. Because they're kind of selfish people. They weren't the nicest people in the world. It's all about me. Get away, leave me alone. I need to smoke my weed in peace. That kind of thing. So maybe it's all for the better that they disappeared. They got unalived. That's what they say nowadays. He's unalived. Speaking of unalived, I know this video is still going on. I got nothing else happening. I don't know. A guy named Jonathan Brandis. I remember Jonathan Brandis way back in the 90s. In the movie, the show Sequest, the series show about some weird sea stuff, I don't know. But he's a pretty good up and coming actor. I thought he was a good actor. But unfortunately, he started losing roles, started turning to alcohol. And then the next thing you know, he killed himself, hung himself in an apartment building down in LA. Which is kind of sad because I've been to LA a few times, Hollywood.
What do we call our family?
And so the LA, I've been to LA a few times. Place down there called the Whiskey Go-Go, I think it's called a Whiskey A Go-Go or something. Oh, what the heck are you doing? I have no idea what that is. I don't want to know. The Whiskey Go-Go, Whiskey A Go-Go. It's a club. Along with it's on the lines of the Viper Room, stuff like that. Went there back in the late 90s. It's kind of a interesting place. Interesting time, actually. But very fast-paced world down there in LA. Everything's very quick and party-esque. Everything's about partying and living in the moment. But taking a lot of people down. So, what was I saying? I don't know. So yeah, I've been out to LA, but Jonathan Brandis passed away in 2003. Took his own life at the age of 27 years old. And kind of sad, really. He had a lot of promise. Probably a lot he could have done with his life. He was still young. The alcohol, and they said his dad, I guess, said that he was possibly bipolar. So, what are you gonna do? But yeah, Jonathan Brandis, you can look him up. Young kid, good-looking kid, 27 years old. Sadly took his own life in a Hollywood, LA apartment building. So I have to say that depression, all that stuff is very hard to deal with. I mean, it's very there's a lot of people that deal with it, depression, anxiety, and there's not a lot of help unless you got money. You got money, sure. You ain't got money. SOL. So I think a lot of people just, have to turn to family. I've got a family, but at the same time, a lot of my family is spread out, so can get a little dicey. But when you're retired, you just don't care as much anymore, so you just kind of hang out. You've already done all the hard stuff, working hard. Physical work is not in the books anymore, not for a guy like me. Sometimes in my dreams I think I'm working, but then I wake up and I realize I'm just walking around. But it's better than doing nothing. Sitting there, waiting for Dr. Death to come up. Alright, that's about all I gotta say. If you are an old fart like me, just look around and say, I'm free. Beautiful day, it's not too hot. And he's still talking. Thanks for watching my video. Make it a great day.